Still on the rising insecurity, and President William Ruto has been faulted for inaction over his pledge to stamp out Goonism. Critics claim the president is now a leader of words and no action. For a long time, the president has made promises and issued strong statements that have failed to translate into tangible action. And as our reporter Herman Kamariki reports, stakeholders warn that the country could be heading in the wrong direction.
President William Samoei Ruto, just like his Interior Cabinet Secretary Kipchumba Onesimus Murkomen, appears to have forgotten the old principle of kusema na kutenda. Instead, Kenyans are increasingly seeing words without corresponding action. Kenyans continue to suffer at the hands of criminal gangs on a daily basis. At the PCEA Mwiki Church, following violent chaos, President William Ruto issued a warning and assured Kenyans that he would deal with the gangs commonly referred to as goons.
Goons and all these other characters, criminals, should be stopped.
But even after that assurance, the Kenyans continue to suffer at the hands of such gangs, with similar incidents becoming increasingly common. And that was neither the first nor the last time the president promised that the country would be safe.
All arms of security must ensure that our places of worship are protected.
When Witima Church was attacked, with children injured and worshippers exposed to tear gas inside the church, President Ruto again issued assurances and ordered the arrest of everyone involved.
Nishamweleza Inspector General wetu wa polisi kwamba watu hawa wote lazima wachukuliwe hatua kali za kisheria.
That too came and went. Police officers allegedly involved, politicians accused of planning the attack, and even those who allegedly carried out have not been arrested. Stakeholders are now questioning whether the president has become a commentator on the problems facing the country rather than the man responsible for solving them.
When the president speaks in Migori that we shall stop abductions, which means, one, there are two things in here. One, he knows who was conducting those abductions, and that they are going to stop anyway, because a president is like an executive order that's been given, which must comply to. Either these guys are defiant or arrogant, or they don't respect him, or it's part of the game.
He puts his energy where it's not really required. Like I saw in the ad telling Gachagua, you need to know how to pronounce my name.
In Keumbu Kisii, it became clear that the gangs were still in control. Opposition politicians were attacked with stones in the presence of police officers, leading to the death of one person. As usual, President William Ruto continued to assure Kenyans that such gangs would not be allowed to operate again.
When God is generous, maybe there's a window of favor that God may give him between now and the elections. But if it does not change, it may be too late in the hour.
The Homa Bay people just spoiled for our president. They spoiled for the broad-based, honestly.
And as the head goes, so does the tail. Murkomen followed the same script, issuing strong statements that appeared to amount to little more than words. No one was arrested or brought to account. One member of parliament was merely summoned to record a statement, and that was where the matter ended.
Vile tulimalizana na terrorists, tukamalizana na cattle rustlers, tukamalizana na criminals ambao walikuwa wanaharibu mali ya wa Kenya, pia tutamalizana na hawa goons.
Fear the police had that if they deal with these criminals, they don't have public support, is now behind us. Deal with these goons ruthlessly.
The gangs are still operating across the country and appear to be growing bolder. In Kisumu, Vihiga Senator Godfrey Ososi was attacked at a restaurant. Yet again, the incident appeared to raise a little alarm within government. And then came the latest incident in which Kenyans were killed and others injured during Linda Mwananchi rally in Homa Bay, despite repeated government assurance.
As a PS in charge of internal security, the position is very clear. Everybody is free to go anywhere.
What remains now is for the president and his allies to move beyond rhetoric and start taking decisive action. Herman Kamariki, KTN.